Anyway, guys, there's actually real life news. Forget this foosball. There is big news because we need to talk about Owen. Who was his name?
Benjamin Šeško.
Yes, that's who we need to talk about because right now it's the battle of the Uniteds for Benjamin. That's what's going on. We've presented our idea, our prospect.
You love it. You love it.
Manchester United have presented their project to Benjamin.
It's serious.
And so have Newcastle United, and they are ready to go over bid as well. So listen, man, this is the Benjamin Sesko chat because the race is on.
Yeah, it is on. Anyone want to take it? Oh, to be fair, if we sign Benjamin Sesko, I'm going to look quite silly because this morning I guarantee we probably weren't going to sign him.
Why did you guarantee that? Why did you guarantee that?
I didn't. I just felt that the way the dominoes were falling, you know, Isak's going to Liverpool. Well, actually,
I think you'll be all right,
Diaz has gone to Bayern, and then Darwin Núñez was going to go maybe Napoli or somewhere else, and then they got the money to get Isak, and then they're looking for a striker in Newcastle, and they get Benjamin Šeško. We're still going after sort of Ollie Watkins and the whole Garnacho thing, and that could all happen. I still think that, and actually, I would prefer that. I'm gonna be honest. I still would prefer that. Do you know why? I tell you why, KG the comedian. Because after watching the game at the weekend, which you know what was quite nice, wasn't it? It's quite nice to watch. You know, Man United play all right. It was
done okay.
Did all right watching that game. And I saw Mateus Cunha. Then I went, oh, he slotted in quite well, Premier League proven. And I was going, Brian Mbeumo, imagine him getting in there, Premier League proven. We already know what we're going to get. I'm just not really feeling the Bundesliga. Is he going to adapt? Isn't he going to adapt? He's still a bit young. I would still just prefer the Ollie Watkins, 29. You know what you're getting. Those passes that we saw against West Ham, in and behind, pressing. Just feel like that's much more suited. I think that's the smart choice. But that's just me.
The floor is open.
It's not just you. It's not just you. I'm in definite agreement with that. Prince Ollie Watkins, that's the guy to me. I think we should bring him in. Prince Ollie. It's been stuck in my head. I can't, every time it happens, that's just what goes on in my head. That movie's rent free since the 90s as a kid. But,
did you hear that? Anyone hear that?
Yeah, we heard that. Yeah.
I'm going to say again. It's
Oh, from Cisco.
Anyway.
That's what I want. Forget about what you lot are saying. Forget about it straight away. We want to
But
sign.
did you want no? But
we want to
just
unleash
jump
the dragon.
on. No.
Bro, let's unleash the dragon.
Why has Cisco become part of this? Why is that a new song?
Because Sesko.
Yeah.
Oh right, Sesko.
Right. Oh, it's close enough. It works.
Oh my God.
Bloody hell.
That's what we're looking at. That's
I'm doing it. Wait, what's wrong? Is your Perez name Glock 9? Where did they get that from? Hear me out, yeah? Let's sign Sesko for the narrative alone. Imagine.
Narrative.
For the narrative alone, KG. Not for the team.
70 million worth of narrative.
Newcastle, listen to check it out. Okay, I can do it in football way, football terms. I can do it in football terms. All right. Would you like in football terms or would you like in KG terms?
I want it in a way that's going to make sense.
Would you like in football terms or KG terms?
I want it in a sense that's going to make sense to everyone.
KG terms.
I don't know what's going to be more deluded.
Okay,
Jeez.
Let's go KG terms. Yeah? So right now, you're telling me first game, Newcastle think they're the United, which is crazy. Don't know why. Yeah? You can say to Newcastle, hold that. This would be a serious. Wait. Hold. Let me land, bro.
Bro, like just to give some like context to this discussion, like when it comes to Sesko and Watkins,
KG didn't give any context.
No, bro. Even last season,
in football terms.
Football terms.
Football terms. Yeah. This is football terms now. So we're moved away from the KG terms. Let's talk about actual game. But if you know what it is, like I think when it comes to this discussion, I looked at Sesko and I thought. I'm not a big stats man anyway, but I expected to at least look at him and be like, this guy must be bagging in the Bundesliga for everyone to be talking this way. 13 goals last season, 14 goals the season before that. And Watkins last season in his off season in the Prem, he's got 16? So it's like, the only thing that's really like changing it for me is like, one, Newcastle aren't a rival. And I think this transfer window has already told them that they're not. These men are signing Ramsdale, like they're linked to Ramsdale now, so I'm not worried about them in the slightest. But for me, it's like we can't be painting another like layer of paint on the car up top if we ain't got the engine. I'd rather spend that money in midfield.
Is Ollie Watkins the third best striker in the league?
Yes.
But let me ask you a question then.
Fourth.
Why would you pay, let's say someone offered you today 50 million for 15 goals, 70 million for maybe 15 goals? What do you pick with the stance that we're in today?
Guaranteeing 15 goals.
Well, this is the thing you're asking. So this this. And I literally was about to say, because you're asking personality types. You're basically saying to KG, the comedian, do you want to roll the dice or do you want to bank what you've got?
Did you know that Ollie Watkins was also the striker
again?
Arsenal went for first? They made a bid for him. So
Ask me that question again, Owen.
KG, do you want to roll the dice or do you want to bank what you've got?
This guy, why this?
Marcel, what are you saying on this?
Oh, it's got to be Ollie Watkins. It's got to be Ollie Watkins for me. There's no doubt in my mind. We need guaranteed Premier League proven. I would even still be looking at Mateta, if I'm honest. But yeah, Ollie Watkins is something that I think just makes a lot of sense. You know, definitely based on the game against West Ham, we look like we've got a good press from like their goal kicks. It does look like it's really organized, but like what Owen is saying, we've got problems in the midfield. Like what Devs is saying, we need to invest in the midfield. But I would say Premier League proven striker for me.
The manager's saying
what
that.
about Ekitike? How many goals did he score? And how much was he?
But we didn't. But that when his name was brought up, Ekitike, that was the pushback for him, wasn't it? He's too expensive, and you're not sure what you're going to get.
What if it works with Liverpool? And we're going, oh my god!
But we're not in that position.
Liverpool are trying to get Isak as well. You got to think like, they're getting backup plans here.
We've always had interest in the player. He's well scouted by Man United. They must have seen everything that they're looking for to decide, let's put the money up. Because, really and truly, it is the right to go for Ollie Watkins. That was my first choice. And then I bought into the narrative stuff. And I thought, you know what? Why not?
But that's it. Just be honest.
I'll be honest. But that's the truth. That's the truth. I'm not gonna not tell you that. I'm telling you, listen, the way it looks, if we can end the season and our striker scored more than that guy.
But why does that? But what I'm saying to you is why. But that's putting that
childish.
above.
Childish.
It's not really childish.
I'm not in the dressing room. It doesn't matter. Why I think it doesn't matter.
I thought you were measured and mature, and I thought this is when you were 40 kg now.
You're never gonna be able to shake that.
Remember you say I've turned 40. I've matured now. I'm measured as well. Do you mean to tell me that was all?
What's that thing that women say? Something in retrograde. I think it's that.
Mercury's in retrograde. Yeah,
Mercury in retrograde.
That's what my wife says.
think so.
And then you follow that with the absolute worst decision in history. So
can't we do all, like, even though it's going to be quoted in 70 million, aren't we still able to maybe purchase this player and pay maybe their first installment now?
But don't you still need the money? This is what I was saying to you before, Flex, wasn't it? Like, when you pay like with Klarna or whatever, and they say, look, it's like £200 and you're paying it over this. Like,
yeah, the credit.
If you've only got like 20 quid in your thing, and you're basically like, yeah, I'll pay 20 today, and I know in the future I'll have it, but you go, that is a risk, isn't it?
It's a risk. Yeah.
Well, we're not in the. Are we in the danger of getting into like administration? There's not administration. Like Man United can afford to do this deal. It's just something. I think there's just players on the books in terms of salaries, but we've even cut salaries down heavily. And there's now a salary next season. Casemiro's salary is gone as well. And there's Sancho's salary is gone. Rashford's salary, which was a massive one. Rashford, we're not paying Rashford money anymore. So there is ways to make money. Like